Okay, so we've talked about the overview of past, present, future, of the critical parts of that. So roughly what we're trying to do, how it works. Now we step into how do we build our questions? How do we build questions around understanding the customer from a past, present, future perspective, right? So what we like to do is we like to break your world into four core areas to start with. And usually you'll find that within your world, you'll have eight, nine, or 10 areas that you help your clients with. So for me, CRM, it's metrics, it's training and development, it's management coaching, consulting, yeah? It's running models of how to do a first meeting, second meeting, third meeting. It's how to build up a lead gen model, yeah, right? It's how to do your back office and your template. So you can see there's a lot of areas there. What I want you to do is pick four areas, yeah, right? And think of four areas. Now, how does that work? Yeah, well, we look at this as a jigsaw puzzle, yeah, right? We're going to build three questions around each area for the past, okay? Two questions for the present and one question for the future in each of the four areas, so that it gets you to step back and delineate your world into different parts. So, for example, I'm selling equipment that analyzes the air and the air quality. So I'm looking at equipment that the client is using, right? So that's one thing. How they do their metrics and monitoring the tracking, yeah, right? How they engage with the government from a safety perspective. So there might be four core areas there, yeah, that you can help with. For me, the four core areas are metrics and CRM, processes and meetings, lead generation, and training and development. So there's four core areas that generically covers my world. Now what I'm going to start to do is build a bank of questions on the back of that. Yeah. So I want you to think in terms of four areas. Now, when you build your bank of questions, bear in mind one very important point. You're not asking them all when you're with a client. You're building a bank of questions so that you can revert back to them at a later date. Okay. But the questions are built around four different areas. When we build your fact find, they're built around 8 areas, but that's a different conversation.